What is version control system? A version control system, also known as a revision control system, is a repository of files. Often, the files for the source code of computer programs with monitored access. Every change made to the source is tracked, along with who made the change, why they made it, and the references to problem fixed or enhancements introduced by the change. So, a revision control system allows you to track the history of collection of files. It supports creating different versions of this collection. Each version captures a snapshot of the files at a certain point in time, and the VCS allows you to switch between these versions. These versions are stored in a specific place, typically called a repository. You may, for example, revert the collection of files to a state from 2 days ago, or you may switch between versions of your files for experimental features. The process of creating different versions in the repository is depicted in the following graphic. VCS are typically used to track changes in source code for a programming language or other text files like HTML code or configuration files. But a typically version control system can put any type of file under version control. This is the brief definition. Why? Let me ask you some question before. Are you, as a web developer or designer, do these things or these things sounds familiar? Communicated with your team via email about updates? Made updates directly on your production server? Accidentally overwrote some files which can never be retrieved again? If your answer is yes, then you can now look forward to this instead. Files names and directory structures are consistent for all team members. Making changes with confidence and even reverting when needed. Relying on source control as the communication medium for your team. Easily deploying different versions of your code to staging or production servers. Understanding who made a change and when it happened. This is exactly what you gain from version control system.